It's time to cash out those tickets and vent those frustrations. Parlays, Payouts, and the Wagering Woes is on the air with your hosts, Robert Phillips and Bryson Granstra. Now enjoy the show, or don't care as long as you listen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Parlays, Payouts, and the Wagering Woes. I am your host, Robert Phillips, along with my co-host, Bryson Granstra. Bryson, say hi.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. We will try our best not to fucking suck this week. Last week was a shit show by us.
Yeah.
I don't have all our losses in front of me, but I know it was not good.
I don't even think we did a show last week.
Yeah, you're right. Did anybody watch? Do we have any listeners?
I mean, the 12 people that listened probably were very disappointed, but other than that, let's move on.
And we do have a few on YouTube now, so that's...
Sorry, guys.
So I believe our first game of the day is the Bears at the Lions. Let you go ahead and take it away if you want to start.
Yeah, I actually think this is going to be a decent game. I think the Bears are going to find a way to lose, but they're kind of coming on a little bit towards the end of the season. But yeah, I'm Lions. It's Lions. The Lions will win, but I do think it's going to be a fun game.
And you remember all the years that the Lions were on TV and just fucking sucked, just year after year, and we were forced to sit there and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like if there was somebody that you knew that was frozen in time like 5-6 years ago, and then you woke them up, and then you sat them down in front of the TV to watch the Lions and the Bears, and you see the Lions was the best team in the NFL. It would make no goddamn sense to them.
Yeah, I will say one thing I feel is really annoying is all of these people who are Lions fans that are coming out of the woodworks now that I see wearing their Lions gear. Like, shut up. It's like a couple of years, like 10 years ago when the Seahawks were all of a sudden good. And then there was all of these magical Seahawks fans that just came out of nowhere.
Fucking bandwagon.
Yeah. But, hey, Detroit, the real Detroit fans, enjoy this run. Who knows how long it's going to last. But, yeah, I definitely remember the decades of just bad Thanksgiving football from the Lions.
And then obviously the Bears, they're like a bye week for teams almost. Yeah. Until recently, I guess. Because they have kind of picked it up recently. But they still
they just lose closer.
Yeah, good job, Caleb Williams. Fucking
yeah. The Bears.
The Lions are favored by 10.5 points. So this game should be over by halftime, right?
It might be. I mean, I will say, it seems like the Bears on offense they have good defense and they're getting it going. So I do think it's going to be a competitive game. I don't know until the fourth quarter how it's going to be, but I feel like they're going to kind of be around and then eventually.
So you think they could stay within that 11 points?
I do, actually. Yeah, I do. I feel like they're kind of one thing I heard Bill Belichick say a long time ago is that football
in person.
What's that?
In person?
Yeah, he came to me. He actually knocked on my house. It was really weird. I was like, Bill Belichick, what the hell are you doing here? He's like, I want to impart this wisdom on you. Football really begins after Thanksgiving. The NFL season starts in Thanksgiving. And
I've heard that. I don't think he only told you. I think there was other people he also told.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he just gave me that wisdom because it seems like I don't know why he would just tell me. But I mean, I feel like this is the part of the season where teams are really starting to, you're either really getting good or you're really getting bad. And the Bears are getting meh. And I think they'll have just enough to.
They're teeter-tottering. They're teeter-tottering.
They'll do just enough to not be completely embarrassed on Thursday, but yet lose in a heartbreak.
I think it'll be about a 10-point win. I mean, you got the Lions out here. They're stacking talent like they're the fucking what's the dude from the Avengers with all his fucking rings?
Thanos.
They're like Thanos collecting shit.
Yeah. You're good. They're the best team in the NFL right now.
Fucking Jameer Gibbs running circles around everybody. David Montgomery, I think he's going to be hurt though. I might think it might just be Jameer Gibbs, but the Lions have way too much talent. Bears suck.
Yeah, I mean, I could have told you that. Even when they're good, they still suck. Yeah, but Lions will win. I mean, we can go with the points if you want. I mean, I think it'll be a little bit closer than that. I don't know. With the final score, they probably will pull ahead, but it'll at least
Maybe we'll put put Jared Goff on our parlay. Kind of looking like a Walmart version of Tom Brady out there right now.
yeah.
You know their yards. I saw this on the NFL Network the other day. Their yards and touchdowns are better than the Rams when they went to the Super Bowl. Like the greatest show on turf.
Yeah. I've seen
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, they're legit. They're legit. I'm curious. I mean, we don't want to delve into this too much, but I am curious once they start playing the consistent best teams week in and week out, like how Jared Goff does, because I do think that there's a ceiling with Goff, but I guess we'll find out.
I don't know. I think he's turned the corner.
I think there's an old saying that some guys are tractors and some guys are trailers, and I think that Goff is a trailer.
I remember this. So you're saying that he needs to be pulled along.
Yeah, I think he needs to be like even the year when they went to the Super Bowl and they lost in that absolutely terrible game against the Patriots. I mean, he was kind of like the 7th, 8th best player on that team.
If that.
Yeah. So, and I kind of feel that way with Detroit now. I mean, it doesn't take anything away from him. Dude's playing incredible football. I wouldn't put him. I mean, he's better than Brock Purdy.
That's not even close. Brock Purdy, in my opinion, Brock Purdy is in the lower half of the league. He's just got a great offensive coach.
Yeah, Brock Purdy is just kind of lucky to. Brock Purdy's just lucky to be in the NFL.
Well, Brock Purdy was a 7th round pick for a reason.
Exactly. And his team just happened to be the Avengers last year. So
he's not the second coming of Tom Brady.
No, not at all.
I know how much people want him to be, but it's not there. So next we got the Giants and the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are correct, sir. And might I say that this is going to be the game that is going to force you to have to talk to your family.
I think it's just who wants to watch this game?
It's a nap game. It's a food coma nap game.
I know all kinds of Cowboys fans, and I question whether or not they will want to watch this game.
I mean, yeah, Giants are dead in the water. Like they just have no, especially after getting rid of Daniel Jones, which was crazy that they got rid of him in the middle of the season. I think it totally ripped open their team. They're in full revolt. They don't want to be there.
Well, no, especially when they're not even starting their best players.
Yeah. Giants are packed in. They're like when we say like they're done. They're done for the year.
The players want to win and the coaches want to win, but I don't think ownership does.
I don't think either. They want a quarterback.
Oh, they might get one.
That's what they're doing. I mean, they're going to try to get the number 1 pick, which if they keep it up, they have a real good shot at doing.
Who do you think that would be? Let's say you are a quarterback needy team next year. Who's your number 1 pick? Would you go with Shedeur?
I would go with Shedeur if I was Dallas because I don't know how well if I want Shedeur outside in December, January in in New York. But if I'm in Dallas,
but he's in Colorado now. It's not that. It's not that big of a difference, is it?
Yes, it is. I mean, I would probably go Shedeur. I mean, if I was Dallas, I definitely would pull the trigger on Shedeur.
It's not going to happen. We've discussed this before, but there is no possible way. With Dak Prescott's contract,
we'll see. I totally could see Jerry Jones doing it. So,
all right. So
the Cowboys are going to win in a boring game that I'm not going to watch.
You do think the Cowboys will win this?
Yeah, I don't think the Giants are going to win another game this year.
God, because quarterback.
I do not think the Giants are going to win another game this year.
This could be one of the worst played games at the position of quarterback that we see all year.
Although Dallas did upset Washington last week.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, Cooper Rush did look a lot better.
Yeah, they played well. Like I watched that. I actually watched that game. It was crazy. The end. If you watch that, the kicker missed the kick after Terry McLaurin made that crazy play to tie the game.
There was a lot of bad kicking in the NFL this week.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, all right. So we are. Ooh, you know what? We're not in agreement. I don't know if I like. All right, I'll go with the Cowboys with you.
I don't think the team wants to play for Brian Dable. Did you not see that Darius Slayton, when they caught that press conference when Brian Dable was announcing that they had let Daniel Jones go, and he was like breaking shit in the background?
Because of his excitement?
No, because him and Daniel Jones were really good. No, not because he was excited.
So Daniel Jones, you don't know me personally, but I apologize for that previous comment. That was.
Yeah. I honestly kind of thought he was going to end up in Dallas this week, anyways.
He wants a contender. He says.
But who the hell is going to be a contender that's going to pick up Daniel Jones
As a backup, not as a starter. He's planning on going as a backup.
I mean, shit, where would he go?
So I saw earlier. I think it was.
That's the only one I could think of, but they're out.
I mean, the offense in Buffalo would be the same that he's running, so that would make sense if they wanted to do that.
I guess he wouldn't have to travel far. He'd still be in New York, even though the Giants still play New York.
It makes a lot of sense.
Actually, you know what? That is. I could see that. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Him going to Buffalo.
And it gives them a pretty solid back for a backup. He's a solid backup.
He is. Yes. Yeah. When that completely changes the perspective on Daniel Jones. If he's like a backup, that's a really good backup. Like Daniel Jones has won games in the NFL, won a playoff game in the NFL.
A backup, we're okay with. A starter.
If he's got to win you, if you have to win, the whole point of a starter is if your backup, is if your starter's gone for 4 games, you want to at least win half. And Daniel Jones can win you half.
I don't know if he can win you half, but he could possibly not lose you half.
Fair enough. I'm going Dallas. I do not think the Giants are going to win another game this year.
Man, okay. I don't know their schedule offhand, but that's crazy if they don't win another game. All right, next we'll move on to the Dolphins at your Packers. So Thursday night, turkey's gone. You're unbuttoned your pants. You're sitting here like this. But, we're just chilling, and we're going to watch some good football. You might crack open a cerveza and, chill out. So Miami and the bitter cold of Green Bay, Wisconsin. I looked earlier. I believe it's going to be like 30 degrees for the high for the day.
I think
Miami can't handle that. They're going to be on the sideline with their heaters and their fucking parkas and shit, beanies.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. Although I feel like, now granted, in the NFL you only play who's you're scheduled to play, but Tua has, since he's
because it'd be weird. It'd be weird if you were scheduled to play a team and then you showed up and played another team. It'd be a lot of confusion for one.
My point is I think a little bit has been made up about the fact that Tua has, been undefeated since he's came back from his 75th concussion.
I think that's a record too, by the way.
Yeah.
If not, he's getting close to it.
I mean, because they played the Rams, who are kind of faltering. They played the Raiders. No offense, they're bad. And then the Patriots, who Tua is like 7-0 against the Patriots, which, like, just 5 years ago, imagine the Dolphins were 7-0 against the Patriots. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it would have actually been something then.
2 years ago they beat them on Christmas. Now they're going to beat them on Christmas.
Yeah. So they won 3 straight, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's the equivalent of their 3 wins is like bragging about winning a high school talent show like 10 years after the high school talent show.
Yeah.
The quality of opponents hasn't been good, is what we're saying.
Yeah. I definitely think
it's cute, but nobody's buying that you're actually that great of a team.
No, yeah, it's Green Bay. Green Bay is going to win. I feel like Green Bay is now they're starting to roll. Like I said, this is when This is the time last year when they really started to pick it up, and Jordan Love became the second best. I mean, realistically, going into the playoffs, he was playing the best quarterback play in the league, and they're really starting to rev it up right now. So I think it'll be close because it's the NFL and the Dolphins are a good team. But is Tyreek Hill playing?
Yeah. If he magically doesn't have a hurt wrist anymore, then maybe they could do something on offense. And he did look a little bit better the last game.
I wish Jair.
And they do have a lot of weapons. Johnny Smith, their tight end, has been killing it for them in the last few games.
I think Green Bay's got a good enough secondary that they'll be able to limit a lot of the explosive plays. Because that's the big thing about the Dolphins. They're like trying to mimic the like 18 Chiefs where they have those big explosive plays.
I mean, they'll get them, but it's their defense is going to stop Green Bay's offense enough times for them to win the game. Mm-hmm. Jordan Love out there, you're right. Jordan Love's looking like the next Aaron Rodgers.
Josh Jacobs, which I know hurts.
Three touchdowns last week.
Yeah, dude, Jacobs, a freaking beast. And just with it being cold out there, he's going to be just smashing into these little Miami dudes. Like, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Oh, no, I do miss Josh Jacobs, but his talent would be being wasted right now because the Raiders don't have a quarterback. But it's not about them right now. They will be our next upcoming game.
We'll get to them next. But I think we're in agreement, though. It's Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay. I definitely think, by the way, when we do put out a bet for Thanksgiving games, it's going to be a lotto. We're going to fucking win some money. We're all going to go into Christmas rich. We're going to have these, our games we're in agreement on. We're putting those on there, and we're going to put 2 player props for each game. I'll fucking make some money. But, yeah.
Great game.
But, yeah, Miami beating themselves and then getting beat by the Packers is what I meant to say. All right. So, yeah, then after that, we have the final game, the Raiders and Chiefs. Raiders at the Chiefs. The Raiders are no longer the last team to beat the Chiefs. That sucks. But it was a fun time for O'Connell for a little bit to say he was the last quarterback to beat Patrick Mahomes.
Patty.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much of a game at all. I don't think the Raiders. I think the players are playing. It's a similar situation. The players are playing to win. I believe the coaches are coaching to win the game, except for I question it. Actually, I don't. I think they're tanking. Even the coaches at this point, they want a quarterback for next season because they're really just minus a quarterback right now.
Yeah.
They have so many injuries on defense right now that you can't see that the defense is actually still good. But it is, and they just fucking suck as a team.
What is the Raiders' record?
I believe they have 2 wins.
So, okay. And then
No. I think right now they would be, if the draft was tomorrow, I think they'd be like the 4th or 5th pick.
So,
which is also the place where the Raiders is the place that Shedeur Sanders supposedly wants to go.
I think that and Dallas make the most sense.
So apparently, after every Raiders loss, he tweets out "God bless" or some kind of shit like that, and he has this relationship with Tom Brady. Apparently, when they train together, Tom Brady is now minority owner. Minority, I don't understand minority owner because he's a white guy, but that's whatever. It's some kind of lingo, I guess.
Hey,
neither here nor there.
Robert.
Huh?
Demographics are shifting, Robert.
We got to be honest, Bryce.
Yeah, you know what? I honestly, that in Dallas make the most sense for him. So yeah, that's a really good point, though. I think he would do well in Vegas. He's got a big enough personality with his dad. I think he could handle it. He could handle that or the circus that is Dallas.
Yeah, I still don't know how good he'll actually be, but that seems to be where it'd be going right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Raiders lose this one. I think the Chiefs spread. I think the spread for the game is 13.5. 1 second here. 1 second. Yeah, 13. That's not so the Chiefs have not covered a spread in like the whole maybe 2 games out of the season, something like that. It's a very low number.
Yep, they've won. Yeah, it's like 13 games they've won by like less than a touchdown. Like they really underperform. It's like they do enough to win. Like they almost lost to the Panthers last week. So they'll
But
win, but
it,
I don't see them winning that much. I don't see them winning by 13.
you don't think they're going to beat the Raiders by 13 points?
No, I mean, when have they done that?
But the Raiders starter is either going to be O'Connell if he's healthy enough, or it's going to be Desmond Ritter. You remember Desmond Ritter, right?
You remember
Not good.
they had Bryce Young last week, like throwing the rock on him. They were ready to burn him out of the NFL. I don't know. The Chiefs. It's kind of what they do. It's like they're so. I feel like they're so good. They're like a cat, and they kind of just play with their like prey, basically.
The little like toy on the string.
Yeah, they just play with it, and they don't really until the end when they're just like, oh, okay, well we're the Chiefs, we're gonna win, and like that shit doesn't work when you're playing against Buffalo.
So I do have the Raiders record is 2-9. I don't think this game will be close. I think the Chiefs will win by 14 to 20 points.
It's just I don't know unless they really pull their heads out of their asses because like they lost to Buffalo, and then I think everybody kind of thought they were just gonna murder the Panthers, and they took a last-second field goal to win that game.
I think they're a UFC fighter right now that's been stunned, and they're backing up a little bit. They're stumbling, but they're about to just haymaker.
I mean, there is some beef
against my Raiders,
so maybe they'll actually step up for them.
I mean, the only worry I would have about the Chiefs winning by a lot is Patrick Mahomes, who leads the league in interceptions.
Yeah, him and Jordan Love are kind of
Yeah,
kind of really to show you. I think that the interception. I feel okay. I'm gonna carry on a little bit of a tangent here. I feel like Madden and fantasy football has ruined how we view quarterback play because we look at box stats so much and like what the passing attempts are and what your interception to touchdown ratio are. At the end of the day, did you win? Did you not? Tom Brady has won 2 conference championships throwing 3 interceptions.
But most of the time, you don't win if you're throwing the ball to the other team.
I mean, yes and no. Like I understand, ball is life. Like you have to protect the football. I just feel like sometimes when it comes to like intercept, like a lot of the times, like John, who was your old coach?
John Gruden.
John Gruden. Like
he didn't. Just so the viewers out there know, if anybody does watch, John Gruden didn't actually coach me. I didn't play professionally or in college. So
in my dreams, you did.
And I'm sure I was sexy.
Yeah.
And every time I walked away, I looked like Mike Tyson at the end of that interview.
Your old ass hanging out. You have a black ass?
Yeah, it's odd with red hair.
Just a white ginger with a black ass.
It's confusing. It's a lot to look at. It's a lot to take in.
But
after you see it, you can't unsee it, and you'll never look at me the same again. Anyways, I get your point with the interceptions and everything like that, but the thing is, like, Patrick Mahomes is supposed to be the best quarterback in the NFL. He's supposed to be fucking football Jesus, and that he's the opposite of that right now.
I feel like though, if you're like, if you have a high touchdown ratio and you have a high interception ratio, I mean, yeah, like your decision making needs to be better. I get all that, but a lot of that's just like a product of like taking chances. And you're like pushing the ball in the field. And like, as well as I do, sometimes touchdowns and interceptions are fluky.
But the thing is, like, everybody loved Mahomes when he came in because he was doing these things that he shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Throwing it back across his body and everything else. He was getting away with it. But now he's not getting away with it.
But they're still winning.
For now.
I'm just saying, like, and I'm speaking this as like, and I don't need to get into the whole Brett Favre thing, but like I just feel like sometimes interceptions are a little bit overblown.
There it is. I get it now. I forget. Yep, that makes sense. We circled back around to you being a Packers fan, and that's why you don't mind interceptions.
So, anyways.
And I'm a Raiders fan, and that's why I don't mind losing. And
unless Crosby has like 15 sacks on Friday, I do think the Chiefs will probably.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think it'll be close. because at the end of the day, the Raiders' offense is ranked like dead last in like every statistical category, and that is not even a joke. This game is going to be fucking trash. So I hope everybody enjoyed their fucking Thanksgiving before this. So merry fucking Black Friday. This is going to be a shit game in the NFL, and nobody's going to enjoy it except Chiefs fans.
So I'm 35 years old, and I can honestly say I think the Raiders have been good for like 3 years total out of my life.
Yeah. Oh, I'm 1 year older than you, and so it's been about the same.
God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. This fucking Raiders. We do have
Go
one.
Big Red. Bowl eligible.
But that's where I was going to lead into. We do have one more game on Friday we could talk about. Us being Nebraska fans. Should bring on my Morella jersey right here and hold it up, but it's all the way in my closet. But yeah, bowl eligible. I honestly, to be honest, here's my point of view on this, and I already told a couple people, and they fucking hated me for it. The way we are celebrating getting to a bowl game is a little bit embarrassing and shows how fucking bad it is.
Mm-hmm. Don't care.
The student section charging the field afterwards, not a great look, but whatever. And I do think we win on Friday also.
I do. I feel like the curse has been lifted. Peace in our time. War is over. I think they're going to beat Iowa. I think it's going to be like a normal Nebraska-Iowa game. It's going to be ugly. There's going to be turnovers. A lot of
I
punting.
disagree. I think this is going to be a higher scoring game than it has been in the past.
Okay.
The Iowa defense has not been as great. Their offense has been scoring more points and moving the ball better. Nebraska's offense, Loyola, and what we've seen since the new offensive coordinator has taken over. I think this will be a higher scoring game. I think Nebraska wins, and then we head into the bowl game.
I know. I'm so excited. I hope.
I am a little sad about Malachi Coleman leaving.
Yeah.
I thought him and Barney were going to be a great 1-2 together.
What are you going to do?
So if you see this Malachi, please stay.
Please stay. I don't think he's coming. I don't think he's going.
Huh?
I think he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, perfect scenario. They wax Iowa on Friday. Maybe win by 10 points. 10 points, I would be happy. I'd be ecstatic. I mean, I'll be ecstatic if they win, but 10 points would be great. Then Nashville, Tennessee, December 30th, Oklahoma.
What bowl is that?
Music City Bowl.
Okay. I'd prefer it to be somewhere more towards the West Coast.
So you could go?
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly did talk to Desiree a little behind the curtain here about if they could go to Phoenix. As long as it wasn't the day after Christmas, we might go.
So Phoenix, San Diego,
if
Washington,
it was somewhere, yeah, I might.
Vegas.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, that'd be awesome. The day right after Christmas, but I want Oklahoma. That's my goal. Oklahoma.
It'd be a fun one. That'd be a fun one. Although the way bowl games are, it's all seniors aren't going to play. Anybody who has a chance at the NFL isn't going to play, but it'll still be fun.
Exactly.
So I think that's good. Good place to leave everybody. So, all right, yeah. So remember, when in doubt, cash out. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday. I don't know if you say that. I don't.
You can. You can wish anybody anything you want to do. This is America.
All right. Happy shit fucking stupid day, Bryson.
Yeah. Hey, Thursday is Thanksgiving, and then Friday is International Big Shit Day. So happy International Big Shit Day.
You know what? I don't know if that's real or not, but let's celebrate that on Friday.
Yep. Happy International Big Shit Day, everybody.
All right. Hopefully we'll see everybody again. Well, we won't see them, but hopefully you people will hear from us again.
Because we all make it.
I don't know how to say bye. I still don't. No matter what I do, I can't just say bye. It's fucking.
I'm Bryson. He's Robert. And
we're saying bye.
Yeah, bye.